All right, we're back in it. We're back into it. Welcome to the people that will be joining us. Um, you know, this week's just really bringing it. This week's really bringing the heat. That's for sure. I mean, we get so many talkers here in this game, and I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what to say anymore because really, me doing the stream, you know, um, it kind of doesn't make sense in a way with what I'm saying. But, again, at the end of the day, this whole thing has just brought people out and it's just completely sideswiped them. I mean, the amount of crap going around is insane. And it's not just that either. It's literally like the people defending certain people. And I find it hilarious, really, that we've got certain people coming out now, getting all confident. They get all that confidence, and yeah, But hey, tell you what, if it ain't the baddest YouTuber on the planet, what's up, watcher? Hey, I'd like to think myself as that. Although I'll probably say that will probably go to BFTB because like he goes in on people, but my way is a little more methodical. Like I kind of reel you into the deep end. Whereas BFTB he's on you straight away. I mean, where should I start, really? Where should I start? I mean, the whole show, really, I've mentioned Ajagba, so we can start with him. And, I'll be on Black Star Sports TV's channel later in about an hour and 10 minutes from here. But, again, this is, I feel you're out here playing chess. Yeah, I'm playing chess. Yeah. This is just ridiculous now. And the guy hasn't used his Twitter since 2017, and he ain't used his Facebook since 2020. But he knows, and I think Wilder actually he made a post. He put Drew Titan's video on his Instagram. You can go to Wilder's Instagram. He put Drew Titan's screenshot of the video up. So obviously Wilder and Drew, they're having that good connection there. They're having that good fan base relationship, But the same definitely can't be said for Ajagba, because Ajagba's this motherfucker here, man. I mean, if we want to talk about, like, there's that term cloud chasing, but really just pretending, because you're a pretender, okay? You ain't serious. He ain't serious. He's just here fucking looking for attention and, just trying to get all of the damn clout that he can get. He ain't serious. I don't get the guy. But now I understand. I mean, look, you moved to top rank and now you're talking all that shit, Like, this to me is just, cowardly behavior, really. We got this dude who, hasn't looked good in his last 3 fights. He ain't looked good. He ain't looked good in his last 3 fights. He hasn't. I mean, let's bring up the dude's resume, okay? Because I wanted to do this when I had a bit more people around, but screw it, I'm gonna do it here, because that's what it is. But I find it funny how he put a picture up on his Instagram of Joe Joyce, Dubois, Ruiz, Usyk, Brazil, and Washington, and like most of those guys either aren't even in training camp or unavailable. You know. Oh yeah, Mr. Sean, he does. You better sit down. Someone said on the comments section like, "Oh, you don't want to taste of that American pie, or you want to taste of that American pie, you got to get it." And he said, "I want to taste." You don't want to taste though, because you're over there on top rank. You're on the safe side. You know, it's safe over there. You know, because when you go up in levels, it gets slippery. You make one mistake, your career could be over. You know. And look, the irony. He's fucking doing neck. He's doing neck exercises. Yeah, you getting ready for that right hand? I don't think he deserves it anyway. But I mean, let's look at his resume. Yeah, let's look at this dude's resume. Right? You know, this dude hasn't fought a ranked opponent. All right, so you got his again. He's only had 14 fights. Right? But look. Right? That's his record. We can start from Amir Mansour, right? Now, last night, I looked through how many of them? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 of these guys, right? All 6 of them. And I try to go through the WBC rankings because that's what he's going for. He's going for the WBC. He isn't in any other sanctioning body in the top 15 or the top 10. I looked at this guy. And like most of these fights, loss, win, draw, win, loss, loss. So he ain't fought anyone. Let's just, establish that, right? But I looked through the WBC rankings to see where all these guys were ranked, or if they were ranked. But I wasn't looking at no top 20. I was looking through 1 to 40, like the whole ranking. Now, here's the thing, okay? Whew. Excuse me. This dude, okay, has not fought a single ranked opponent in the top fucking 40 of the WBC. All these guys are unranked. All of them. Like, all of them were unranked. And actually, his best win is this guy, and he went on points with that guy. You know? He couldn't do shit in that fight. You know? He looked like crap in his next fight. See, that's the trend, right? This fight, he went to points. This fight, he got dropped. This fight, he went 9 rounds with, where everyone else is taking care of him easily. This fight, Dempsey McKean, who comes from my country, knocked him out, and this dude went points with him on a different platform. We're talking about a dude that, is proclaimed to be this knockout artist, but obviously Curtis walked out on him, and then you got all the other, like, you haven't fought a ranked opponent, dude. You ain't fought a ranked opponent at all. You ain't fought anyone in the top 40 of a sanctioning body. So you don't deserve this fight. You don't deserve it. You're all over the shop in what you're doing. I think you should stop getting dropped by cruiserweights and going the distance with sparring partners, because that ain't good for your career. Your stock has dropped. Shirley Finkel was your manager. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to be with him. So you betrayed him. You betrayed Al Heyman and PBC. So you ran off the top rank. For what exactly? To fight a guy that just got knocked out. For you to go points with him. It's craziness. It's absolute craziness. I mean, we really got to sit here and act like this guy's serious, because he isn't serious. He's just a pretender at the end of the day, and he's capping. What's up? Good.
What's going on, man? I'm gonna be mobile in a few, so
That's fine, man.
Fall off, and then I'll get back on because I gotta go to the gym. But just had to give you a heads up. But yeah, man, they can dig up anybody they want from Africa. It's fine. They're not beating anybody from here. Point blank, period. This guy seems to have a lot to say. When he was here, he didn't have much to say when he was at PBC. But the moment he goes up to the other side of the street, all of a sudden he starts talking. And he was told to talk. He was told to talk because he barely speaks English like that. He was told to say those things. He doesn't even mean it himself. You just said he had a Twitter he didn't post since 2017. So it's like, Top Rank can do anything they want because I know they need money, but Wilder's not fighting guys like that. He needs to go ahead and rematch that other dude that he fought, Kalati, who put him on his ass. And my brother, who doesn't even know boxing, said it'd be a tough fight. And I thought he was lying. I thought it was a joke. But we were watching together, and he dropped and put him on his ass.
Look, man, that guy's regressed. He ain't improved. Joe Joyce, he took care of Kalaze easy. He beat him up in like 3 rounds. That was he went to America and did that. He had to travel over, acclimatize and everything. This was on home soil on the Charlo undercard. This guy gets dropped by a cruiserweight who Kalaze doesn't hit hard at all, dude. And that just shows you don't need to hit hard. But he's regressed. But this came before that fight when he fought that Turkish dude, right? And he went the distance. Okay. Then he got knocked down. He got the win, but he looked bad doing it. He went 9 rounds with the sparring partner. And then you went the distance with the guy that someone from here knocked out. Like, you're a joke. You ain't fought anyone in the top 40 of the WBC at all. Tyrone, if you look at those box rec, right, those guys from Amir Mansour up, they ain't ranked at all in the top 40 of the WBC. And I say that because, one, I looked it up last night, but 2, that's the only sanctioning body he's fighting people in. That one. He ain't going any other route. You know, he left Shelley, who's probably one of the best managers out there. You ain't serious at all, man. You know, you're slow. You beat no one, you know, and you get hit too much. But yeah, you need a rematch. The Kalaze, really, you know, because you got lucky in that fight. You know, he's a fool, and like you said, he didn't have anything else to say when he was at PBC. You know, he was one of the dudes fucking going on about, you know, Wilder knocks out AJ, you know, and he said the same shit about AJ. He was saying he's not really Nigerian, this and that. I mean,
AJ will show him how Nigerian he is, or whatever ethnic dispute they have between themselves. They'll see who wins that.
He ain't beating anyone, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
He's one of the worst prospects out there. And you know what's sad about it? He's actually younger than a lot of the other guys. Like,
he's not.
Well,
he's not.
Well, yeah, but I'm just going off what's on paper, right? We can, you know, that's for another argument. I bet you, Tyrone, in one of his fights, he's going to turn his back.
More than likely.
He'll turn his back on a fighter, don't worry. Then I'm going to really go in. See, no one's safe, dude. If Wilder turns his back ever, I'm going to go in on him.
No, I don't think so. You only turn your back if you get hit like that, John Jackson. See, I convinced you, right? Yeah, there's times it happens involuntarily, man. Like you short circuit, and it just turns you around. You saw that John Jackson fight. You can't tell me that was on purpose.
No, I agree with you on that one.
I'm not saying it happens often. I'm not saying that at all.
Sometimes, though.
I'm saying it happens sometimes if you get hit right there on the temple or the top of the forehead. Or the top of the forehead, you usually start doing a dance. Like a Macarena or something like that. Like your feet slide out from underneath you. That's what happened to Rosario when he got hit at the top of the forehead. He's shit, dude, Rosario. For real.
Yeah, he is not shit.
Rosario.
That's shit, dude. Incredible. Salute Volts UK.
Nah. Rosario, no.
So is Julian Williams shit? Is Julian Williams shit?
J-Rock, no.
Yeah.
He can't take a punch, though.
It doesn't matter. Is he good or not?
I mean, if you knock out a good fighter, doesn't mean that you're a good fighter yourself.
Oh man.
Like he had no other wins other than J Rock. It was just a cherry pick that got wrong. That was all that was. But he got knocked
Man.
out by Gallimore. I think Gallimore is probably better than J Rock.
You
Or
see,
dirtier.
I think those guys are better than Ajagba. That's what I think.
Yeah, Gallimore and not J Rock. Gallimore and Rosario around the same level to me.
This dude, yeah. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, there were a few videos out yesterday. I don't know if you saw Wilder put something on his Instagram. He put Drew Titan's video up. He put a screenshot of it up.
I saw that. I keep missing this stuff, man. I gotta.
I'll bring it up right now. I'll bring it up now.
I saw Tay Jones, Nicholas Asbury. He had a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I'll bring the post up quickly. Oh, motherfucker, that's tagged. I thought he might have posted about Mark for a sec.
No, I didn't. Mark is.
Here we go.
Shit.
Oh, look, Drew even commented, I didn't see that before. I told Drew about it, and he's like, wow. You know? This is the post. You see it?
Yeah, I see. I just checked it on Instagram when you saw it in the video.
You know what's crazy? The amount of haters that follow, man, that they claim they hate. Love is love. Yeah, well, you know, that's a good point. You know, that was an hour ago he made that post as well.
Man, I just had two comments on my videos. Bomb squad, mate, calling me mate and stuff. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I'm not.
You see, that language is used here as well, mate, right? But I don't do that. I don't talk like that. I don't say, hey, mate. Like, I don't know you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know you. I don't know you from the UK. People, when I was there in the UK, people were saying it to me. I'm like, I don't know you, man. Like, yeah, I get you trying to be cordial, but I never seen you in my life. Okay, these people on the comments, man, they're like bum squad, this and that. Dude, you ain't talking about Joshua. No one cares about him now. I remember I was watching a video last week of Stormy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the mouth of Anthony Joshua. That's what the video was called, and he was pretty much roasting Joshua in a very subtle way. And he was saying, he was like, Joshua's fighting Kubrat Pulov next. Who cares?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's true. Like, no one cared. But the only, like, I got hyped up more because of the weigh-in. Apart from that, no one cared, you know?
The weigh-in? I thought that was staged.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, on Pulov's part, I think it was.
For sure. Yeah.
If you look on Joshua's channel, this is the behind the scenes of
yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, but even more happened when they checked the gloves. You know, Josh was trying to walk away, and then he's like, bruv. And like he had that angry look on his face. And then he said to Pulev, me, you in this room, together alone, we talk. Like he was trying to talk, you know, so he could understand. And then Pulev's like, tomorrow I show you, you know, like he's going nuts. He was going crazy. I mean,
yeah, he'll never get a title shot again. Shoot. But yeah, with this whole Ajagba stuff, well, he did it. He got people to talk about him. Guess that was the incentive, but that won't get him a fight. He won't make any sort of impact on the sport.
He's not serious.
Yeah,
he'll lose, and he'll turn his back. Don't you worry. It won't be neurological either. It'll be by choice. It'll be a voluntary thing. It won't be involuntary. It will.
Like Pulev turning his back here, that was on purpose.
Yeah, that was on purpose. He had the chance to hold and headlock him.
Yeah.
To turn around. He didn't do that. He didn't want to do that. You know, he just dude, you cannot turn your back. When you turn your back on me, especially, I start questioning you. I swear. And I know you find that funny, I reckon, when I start going in on that. Because you were laughing one time when I'm like, he turned his back. Man, that's just, so you hitting the gym, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be mobile, so I'll hop off and I'll probably hop back on in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm
Drive.
yeah, because I'm not gonna be on for too long either. Probably another 40-something minutes.
Okay, and
But
then the
because
black
I'm gonna hop on Blackstar as a channel as well. And if you want me to send the link to you, if he doesn't send, I'm sure he'll send it to you anyway. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk away. So yeah.
Okay. I should be right back in a couple of minutes.
Yep. All good.
Yep, I'll be back. See you.
All right. Tyrone, back and forth. Good to have him on. So yeah, what do we think in the chat, huh? What do we think? If Wilder doesn't get this fight, Ajagba's number 11 in the WBC. And maybe with an exemption, he can get in the top 10. Maybe someone's inactive. Maybe someone is, takes a loss, like Dillian White, for example. Because if he loses, he should definitely be out of the top 10. When you lose to a number 9 guy, that's no good, Let me just see this. But yeah, FA better sit down. He better sit down. Because the guy's a joke. He's not serious at all. He is not serious. And really, it's a shame. We could have had there could have been a better way to go about it, to at least get some sort of attention. But this whole crap of him turning down the Charles Martin fight, I mean, this is coming from Rick Glazer, man. I mean, he's known to lie so many times. he's not serious. Most of these guys aren't serious. In all honesty, they have no clue what they're talking about. Really, I mean, this is nuts. I want to get onto the Mark Breland thing as well, because this is just getting out of hand. Really, this is just starting to get ridiculous. But I saw Tunde Ajayi on Trill Boxing Talk. Because I don't see that channel much, but he was, going off on barbershop Fred conversations, and I give him respect for actually getting on that channel and discussing it. Because some other people are just hiding, but the point being is, there's just too much protection. I've never seen this in my life. Like, in MMA, when people leave their coaches, we never get this sort of we never get this sort of treatment. We just never get this sort of treatment at all. We don't get people screaming and crying about coaches. Like, I reckon this is the only sport, really, where people actually complain about people getting sacked on the team. Literally. Like, this is nuts. And really, it just... Oh, man. Mark came out swinging, but he didn't land anything. He's just a fool, really. This is crazy. I'm just looking at some of the tweets relating to 78 Sports TV. Man. Yeah, Wilder went in on him though. He went in on him and not much. He only said he's a coward and that he's a B word and all that stuff. But yeah, this is, crazy. And we just don't see this type of stuff in MMA, which I find really weird because, Kamaru Usman, he left Henry Hooft, and that situation was a bit different, but I didn't see people crying about it, I didn't see people crying about it. So it's really weird. It's one of those ones where it's just straight up. I mean, there's just so much, like the whole Mark Breland thing, just the protection is just crazy. Like I don't get this, Like how can people be so butthurt out of this? Are we really having a sook over this? It's just very confusing, And I do like I don't care if you disagree really, but when you start saying stuff like thrown under the bus, he was treated like crap. He did everything for him, this and that. That's where we need to stop immediately because that is just some protection crap, and that's being a fanboy. See, I get called a fanboy, right? But I'm not really a fanboy because, I just said a few minutes ago, I said if Wilder ever turns his back on the fight, I'm going to question him forever. Because when you do that, you show signs of cowardice. Any fighter that does that, if Usman does it this weekend, I'm going to question him. Unless it's like some neurological thing going wrong, right? But if it's done on purpose, I'm questioning you, okay? So that's what it's about. So yeah, people have favorite fighters, favorite coaches. I mean, I like everyone. Everyone's okay. I don't like Mark though. Now I definitely don't like Mark. He could have just come out and said, I wish him the best. We had our disagreements, and we're no longer acquaintances, but I'm over that situation, so I don't care anymore. And that's it. You leave it at that, But instead, you want to destroy not only someone else's reputation, but your own. See, when you sabotage yourself, that's when it's questionable. It's okay attacking someone else, but when you attack someone else and discredit yourself at the same time, you come across as a very stupid person. You were brought on the team. And, it's really funny because, shout out to Drew Titan. He was going on about, the skipping, hitting the heavy bag. And I knew that was a lie straight away with what Mark said. I knew that was a lie. I knew he wasn't telling the truth. My throat is messing up today. I knew he was lying on that. But, we don't even need to look at 2018. We need to go even further back. Just look at this video from Tuscaloosa News. All right, let me just bring this for you here. Okay, let me bring this up for you. Okay, now hold on a minute. Let me just see. Let me bring this bad boy up. Oh, no. Is this it? Okay. Mark said he don't skip, you don't hit the heavy bag. This was in 2009, okay? This was in 2009. Okay, that's Mark with Wilder. This is Jay. This is Jay Diaz speaking. So he's jumping rope here. He's jumping rope. He's hitting the speed bag. And he's hitting it with pretty much ease. Doing some shadow boxing with Mark, I assume. Let me see. Right, again. So Mark lied about the skipping rope, not just of previous years, but also since the start. So Mark's just a bad liar, man. He's just a very bad liar. As we can see, Wilder is hitting the heavy bag, throwing different types of jabs, throwing his power shots. You know, this is just this is concrete. This is all I need to see. You know, I mean, we're really going to talk about, you know, we're going to sit here and act like Wilder doesn't train, Wilder doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, he don't hit the heavy bag, he don't do this, he don't do that. But he's here showing you that since the beginning, you know, what was this for? His fifth fight? His fifth pro fight or something? You know, and he's doing work with Mark. And you can see he's picking up things as well. He's throwing those counter shots in between, you know. Obviously, this is in Alabama, this fight. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, this is early on in Wilder's training. You know? Nah. That was funny. You get what I'm saying? Like, why lie? Why not just say it how it is? You know? You know that he skips and that he jump ropes and that he hits the heavy bag. You know this, okay? So don't act like this is some, you know, thing that is missing with Wilder. That there's this missing discipline. You know? This is craziness. Like who would have thought Mark would be this bad of a fibster? He just fibs, he lies. You know? Let me bring up another video. Okay? Because there's several out there, you know? He doesn't hit the heavy bag, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. But he actually does. See, this is the problem. You have to back it up and you have to show proof, right? Because people just believe Mark. They want to believe Mark. Oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. But there's video out there of him doing it. You know? Let me just see this on. Here we are. This is for the Fury fight, bear in mind, okay? I mean, that's Marcelos Wilder there. That's Coach Cuz, aka Damaris Hill. That's Joey Scott, Wilder's strength and conditioning coach for True Fit Athletics. Shout out to them. This is Chris Bates here. I believe that was just Jay that walked off. That's Jay Diaz right there with the towel. There isn't a lot of space for Wilder here to hit the bag. He's got to be careful he doesn't hit his arm on the wall there. Could get injured. You can see he's really whacking it here, and, you know, again, working different movements, and it's a hot day. I think this was just after he was hitting the pads with Jay, and the belly pad as well. Boom, snap the jab. Nice pop and jab. Man, I don't know how Wilder fits in that small space, just around the side there and here. But again, Mark is clearly like when he said that, the first thing I thought of was like, oh yeah, like I remember this clip, you know? I remember watching it. I liked what I saw, I was impressed. I'm like, damn, I think he's gonna win, not just from this footage, from other footage, you know. But again, where's Jay? There's Jay. Like, where's Mark? Where's Mark gone? Where's Mark's advice? I don't see Mark anywhere. I see the other coaches at the gym. Oh, I think that's William or something. Oh, I forgot his name. Willie. He was like coaching Cameron Diaz at the gym, I think. But because apparently Cameron Diaz came to this gym. But again, it just shows you that it's pretty obvious that Wilder trains, you know. But like Mark could have been smart with it. He could have, he could have come out and said he doesn't. I don't know. Like Mark can't say shit because there's just proof of every sort of training here, and he's hitting this for a full 3 minutes. He's whacking this thing hard. He's working different punches, different parts of the body, Like, I don't see Mark anywhere at all during this, you know? Where is Mark? Mark's missing. Mark isn't there. He's not putting the work in. He isn't there doing it. Which is a shame because you would think, as a coach that actually cared for him, he'd be there. But again, this protection squad, they got to do everything in their power to defend this. They don't want to talk about this stuff. They don't want to talk about that. Instead, what they want to do is just sweep it under the rug like it doesn't exist. That's their way of interpretation. By just sweeping it under the rug. It's just funny though because, I could bring up sparring footage that Wilder put on his Instagram back in like 2016. I can bring up heavy bag footage. I can bring up footage of him skipping. This is craziness, man. What's this say? Man, I don't know how actors manage to do this. Oh, no way. You kidding me? How the heck do you? That's nuts, man. Man, that's ridiculous. Yeah. But I don't think I'm gonna be in here much longer. I kind of said what I had to say. It is better when you got people on panel. Just because it kind of flows a bit more. But again. Oh, we got Mr. Boxing today in the chat. Let me pull your comment up. Oh, I didn't expect you to hop by, but salute to you and your channel. I've been watching your content for quite a while. I saw a lot of your content on Parker and his opponent back in 2017, Brazil, Wilder, Huey Fury, all that. Yeah, I like your updates. They're good. What you do for the heavyweight division is good. So let me read this comment. If Wilder versus Fury 3 doesn't happen, I wouldn't mind seeing Wilder versus FA in the interim, although guys like Martin, Ruiz, and Hunter are more deserving. I reckon, I was thinking last night, because I can't say, but I have a source that has told me who Wilder could fight next if he doesn't get Fury. Um, so I'm not, I can't say it, but I think I like Ajagba in terms of just the storyline and just the shit talk. Like we can do that in New York. We can go to the Barclays and Ajagba can just get knocked out in front of how many 13,000 whatever. Okay, um, and just that. Then after that, he can take on because Ruiz, in my opinion, is not deserving of it. He's undisciplined. Martin though, yes, and Hunter definitely. So I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind him fighting Hunter. That would be a good fight. Hunter's a tough fight. Martin's an easier fight, but it's still a dangerous fight. Who else? But I think it would be wise because again, if you can't get the Fury fight, go for Trevor Bryan because he has a world championship. I know people are gonna say it's not recognized, this and that, but Muhammad Ali held that belt. You know, um, Now that other people hold it, all of a sudden it's not credible, and I get it. Like they can't hold a candle to Muhammad Ali. But again, if you got to give Alexander Povetkin credit, you got to give Trevor Bryan credit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how it is. It's not about being a fanboy or whatever. And Wilder can beat Trevor Bryan. So again, this is just the way I see it. Ajagba though, I mean, look, he don't deserve it, but I think because the storyline, yeah, he can get it if he wants. He can get it. He can most definitely get it because that will go for like 2 rounds, not even. Yeah. Let me just see this for a second. My chat is messing up. Okay, that's fine. Trevor Bryan. Look, you know what the rankings are, Mr. Boxing Today too. Like, look, man, I think I know. If Wilder doesn't fight Fury next, I'm pretty sure I know who he's fighting instead. I'm pretty sure. Salute Jared 011 Green. Good to see you here. But I'm telling you, you beat Trevor Bryan, you're world champion again. You're a 2-time champion. And that's something to be proud of. So you've got Trevor Bryan. What's funny? The WBA haven't updated their rankings. Let me look at the other, because there's the overall boxing rankings where they show all the bodies. Sorry, all the sanctioning bodies. Let me just see this. Yeah, Trevor Bryan, Usyk, Bogdan Dinu, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. Yeah, those are the guys. But I'm telling you, you get Bryan, and look, it depends how Don King, swerves, and maybe he'll say, no, you're not fighting Wilder, you're not fighting Wilder. But again, maybe I just know who Wilder will fight if he doesn't get this Fury fight. I just got a feeling about it. I have a feeling, you know. But this whole stuff on Charles Martin, I don't think like that's true at all about the negotiations. Because remember, Charles Martin in an interview just a couple months ago, he said, I don't really want to fight Wilder. So at the end of the day, this is just a bunch of ridiculousness. But I would like the Trevor Bryan fight. That would be good. Damn, I've been watching a lot of Larry Holmes. Yeah, but Trevor Bryan for me. You can't get because Fury and Joshua, they're not going to fight him. So just go for Trevor Bryan. But take a tune up first. Just take a fight that, take a fight that you can go in and showcase. Not someone that's completely terrible, but yeah. Charles is in camp right now, so he's training for someone. Yeah, he could be training for Wilder. He could be training for someone else. You never know. He's number 2 in the IBF. He should be number 1, though. He should be number 1. He should just get elevated. They should just do that for him, just to make things more transparent. Yeah, but he's still number 2 from what I see now. When was the last mandatory? July 2018? No, I doubt it. I doubt it was back then. But I watched Holmes versus Berbick today. It's funny, I was watching that a month ago. I haven't finished watching it. Oh, hold on. Not Berbick. Mercer. It was Mercer, sorry. Yeah. I watched Evander Holyfield versus Holmes last night. And last night I watched the first 4 rounds of Holmes versus McCall because I'm actually watching Holmes' losses to see how he went through those fights. Because look, man, I thought he beat Spinks the second time, clearly. The first time though, I thought Spinks beat him, but it was competitive. That was a close fight, but the second fight wasn't close. I thought Holmes won it. Salute Mo Boxing. Ajagba's let me down. I've been supporting him for the last 3 years. Shake my head. I know you've been supporting him, yeah. I know. It's stupid. I didn't support him though. I think ever since the what do you call the Kalaze fight, I've questioned him. I don't think he has any heart. I don't think he's got it. He comes across as quite fake. What he said makes me think he's fake. Mercer thought it was going to be easy that night. Yeah, and I haven't finished watching it, but I've only got Mercer winning like 1 round so far. I think I'm like 6 rounds in or something, 7 rounds in maybe. He's not. I think Joe Goosen was commentating on that fight, if I recall. I think so. But man, I love watching Larry Holmes. See that man? That guy is something else. That he's something else. He's just terrific. But right now, Oliver McCall, I'm watching that fight with him. I've got it 3-1 McCall so far, but close rounds. There's a couple close rounds in there as well. So, Holmes was amazing there. But I'm telling you, this, in my opinion, okay, I reckon this is going to happen, okay? Let me give you this, okay? I reckon this is what's going to happen, all right? I think that we're going to get this, okay, with Wilder. Hold on a minute. Let me just see this. I gotta share screen this. All right. This is what I think is gonna happen. Okay. Now, if Wilder doesn't get the Fury fight, okay, Fury and Joshua, they can do whatever, okay, right? But if that's the case, dude, I want to see him back in the ring like straight away, okay. So I think this is gonna happen, okay. You have Wilder versus Dinu, and that can be for the interim WBA championship, right? And then either Wilder, because he'll beat Dinu, Wilder can fight Bryan next, because he'll go up to number 3, and Usyk probably will go down because he's fighting in the WBO, so he'll probably go down, and Wilder will be number 2. And then Wilder will probably fight Ajagba, because that can sell a bit more than a fight with Hellenius, right? Or the winner of Hellenius Karnaki. I reckon he'll fight Ajagba, and then he'll fight Trevor Bryan for the WBA championship. Regular champion or champion, whatever. So then he's in a better position overall in his career. He's got a tune-up, he's got another guy, and then he's got a world champion he beats. So that's 3 fights. So that will be he'll be at like 45 wins. Hypothetically, if he wins anyway, okay? Which he should. But I think Hellenius will be a good fight as well. I reckon maybe Dinu, Ajagba, Hellenius and Bryan. Who knows? I don't know. But I think something along those lines maybe could happen. And that's not a bad thing because he needs to fight. Would I like the Fury fight? Absolutely. That's the fight everyone wants. But at the end of the day, he has a track record. Previously, he said AJ is not real Nigerian, and now he's talking about Wilder the same way. Look, dude, he doesn't know what he's talking about, But look, I'd like for him to get in there with Wilder because, I think Wilder would absolutely annihilate him in like 2 rounds. Like, his biggest weakness is the right hand, the straight right. He has no defense. He can't block. He don't block body shots. He don't block to the head very good either. He doesn't have really any step back game. He don't catch or parry. He don't do it. He doesn't do that. So at the end of the day, he's just a fraud in my eyes. But he's credible at the same time because he is number 11 in the WBC. So I'll give him that. Let me just... Oh, man. Yeah. But yeah, Mo Boxing, I know of that. I know. Yeah, but I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes. If anyone's got questions, if anyone's got, anything to say, do say it. We're going to be in Black Star Sports TV quite soon. So, yeah, it should be interesting. It should be a good conversation on there as well. Go check that channel out. A good channel. We'll have a lot of other people on the panel, I think, as well. So that should be a good thing. That should be a good thing. But yeah, you never know. Like, again, they're in arbitration, and that thing like takes 6 months, and they've been in it for like not even a full 2 months. So right now it's a waiting game. People can talk all they like, but it's something. It's definitely something, Let me just hold on a minute. Okay, that's sorted. Yeah, I think how long until I'm on? In about 52 minutes, I'm on the other stream for Black Star Sports TV. So yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till the UFC this week. My favorite fighter is fighting. Oh, look, Ajagba actually did an interview. Wow. Really? Ajagba did an interview. Wow, this guy. Wow, so he wants to call out Wilder, huh? Nah, dude. He's not serious. Oh, I don't want to mention the channel. I mean, just FA Ajagba goes ballistic, and then you'll see it. It's like 32 minutes long. Let me just hold on. I got to mute myself for a bit just to listen. Hold on. Okay, I found you. You got to go to the bit. Go to 14 minutes. Do you remember, like 3 years ago, people made this shit up about Ajagba knocking out Wilder in sparring? You know, in this interview, he says he's never sparred Wilder. You see how things just reveal themselves? So this is great. This is great. I'm glad he did that interview. So now I know for sure that was a lie. I knew it was a lie, but that just confirms it to the core. Let me just watch a bit more. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. No, he didn't lie about anything. He didn't lie about that. He didn't. It was people who made videos. People made videos. They spread a rumor, right? And they're like, "Oh, this is the guy that can beat Wilder." So they made that rumor up and they went with it. But Ajagba just said in this interview he's never sparred Wilder. He never said he knocked out Wilder in sparring. All he said was, "I've never sparred with him." That's what he said. Like 14 minutes into the video, he says it. "I've never sparred with him." You know? But, again, this is just some craziness at the end of the day, you know? I'm talking about the channel host. Why? What did he say? Did he make it? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Did he make the video? Saying it was, what do you call it? About him getting, again, like people love to make up stories about sparring. I don't get it. It's like, they're so weird. There isn't a point. But look, dude, if the Fury fight doesn't happen, I'm good with that fight. Like I said, I want to see people compete, and I want to see different matchups. That's what I live for. I live for the competition, so I want to see that. That's stuff I want to see. So again, this is crazy. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, look. He's a liar overall. Oh, he's a liar overall. I mean, probably. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, I've seen like a couple of his videos, but again, Ajagba, he needs to. He made a mistake. He made a mistake leaving PBC. Because, see, he would have had more fights under his belt by now. Notice as soon as he went to top rank, all of a sudden the fights, they stopped. He had like 4 or 5 fights in 2019. Who did he fight in 2019? He fought Amir Mansour. He fought Wallish. He fought Kaladze. He fought Kajanu in 2020, I think. And then he's fought Jonathan Rice in 2020. On top rank, though. So, he's not being smart with his career. He isn't. Yeah, but I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I'm gonna be on Black Star Sports TV's show in about 45 minutes. So yeah, go check that out. And with that, I'll be out. Peace.